Hello, friends. You're eagerly waiting to listen more from us, isn't it? FF Creations is back, and this time we are back with the genre which has been prescribed in the course book of Standard 12. And the genre this year which has been prescribed for us is novel. Yes, absolutely beautiful novel. Okay, the course book consists of 3 novels which we are going to study. Now, novel as a genre. What exactly is genre? Many of you might be wondering, students, isn't it? Now, genre is nothing but it is a form. It is a form of literature. You have prose, you have poetry. Last year in 11th standard, you studied drama as a genre. So, this year, the prescribed topic is novel. But before we study the genre, or before we exactly go to the novel section of your course book, we need to study the background, which is also called as the history. Now, why history is important? History is important because the period when the writers write their novel, that period when they existed is reflected in their work. Now, novel as a genre, when did this particular genre come into existence? Now, it was in the 18th century that English literature saw a drastic change. 2 new forms which was entirely new without any traces in the ancient classical heritage came into existence. And these were the periodical essay and the novel. And slowly novel gained its importance over periodical essay. Now all of you might be wondering, why do we study this genre? What is the purpose of studying this genre? Okay, why this genre? Why novel only as a genre has been prescribed? Now, then that also, why genre as a novel? Why genre, the novel existed in the 18th century? Now, it was that particular time in the 18th century when it was an intellectual age of sentiment with realistic picture. People got attracted towards the novel because it had a realistic approach. People felt the things which reflected in the novel were very close to their life. The qualities, the feelings, the emotions, they could feel all of them very close to their day-to-day activities of life. Hence, people preferred the novel as a form in 18th century. The periodical essay and novel both were there, but novel gained fame in 18th century because of its realistic approach. And this literary genre slowly set its footage and started becoming popular. And today also novel as a form is absolutely popular. Now, what is a novel basically? Many of us have read novels, and I think most of the students, I really don't know, but Harry Potter type of novel or scientific fiction, many students love reading it. Okay, there are some students who don't bother to read novel. They don't like reading novel. They are still, especially junior college students, they are still attracted towards comics. Now, what exactly is a novel? Okay, it's nothing but it's a relatively long narrative fiction which describes close human experiences, normally in prose form. They narrate human experiences, and the narration is in the style of a prose. It's in a prose form so that we can read and we can understand it very well. Now, the word novel is derived from an Italian word called novella, which means new. Yes, novella come from an Italian word which means new in English. It narrates a story, decorating it with more details. Like you watch a movie, you get those movies with the spices added into it, all the masalas which are added into it to heighten the effect of the movie. Now similarly, the novel also, the effect of the novel is heightened with the details of time, place, nature, people, and their minds, their gestures, their activities. All these things heighten up the beauty of the novel. In short, to say, a novel is nothing but it is a picture of a particular society at a given particular period of time. Yes, a novel depicts about a society of that particular period. Now let us see how novel as a form evolved and when did it evolve. Okay, that's very, very important. So we go on to the evolution of novel. Now it is dated back to about 2000 years. Novel has a history of about 2000 years. Now the forerunner of a novel is a collection of tales known as Greek romances. It is believed to be the starting point is believed to be from the Greek romances, which is dating from the 2nd to the 6th century. So that is the forerunners of the novel. Now the novel in the modern era usually makes use of literary prose. Okay, in the modern days, as we have already seen, the novel is written in the form of a prose. But the earlier threads of the genre can be found in Virgil's Eclogues or Melrose Monte de Author or Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. I think as literature teachers, basically we had Chaucer, who's also known as the father of English literature. Absolutely, his Canterbury Tales we all have studied in our literary course, in our literature course. Now the world's first novel, students, this particular thing can even add to your general knowledge. The world's first novel is Murasaki Shikibu's Tale of Genji, which was published in 1010. So students, this does add to your general knowledge. It can come as an MCQ question for you. Now let's go delve deep into novel. Let us go more in depth about novel. Now this is Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes. Okay, there was part 1 and part 2 of Don Quixote. Now European novel is often said to begin with Don Quixote by Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes, published in 2 parts. As I told you, it was in 2 parts, in 1605 and 1615. Then, at that particular time, in the 18th century, another 2 form also came into existence. That is the appearance of the newspaper and magazine. And what happened? There was a very stiff competition between the newspaper, magazine and novel. And it was a challenge for the novel. It was difficult for the novel to survive when this 2 form came into existence. But then novel attracted the masses. As we have already seen, that novel is very close to one's life activities. So novel became very close to the people. In those particular time, people were not interested in romantic features and passions and imagination. There was no way for that in 18th century, because it was an age of intellectual. We also call it as the age of Pope at that particular period. The novel voiced and met the needs of the middle and the lower class, and hence this form was widely accepted, and it surpassed the newspaper and magazine and dominated in that particular period. Another reason why people became very closely associated to novel can also be that people had time to read and discuss about a book. As we have seen, it's an age of intelligentsia, and discussion is a part of an intellectual group, and people liked discussing matters, and they loved reading novel because they could discuss various aspects of the novel. Now, another reason that is attributed to the flourishing of novel is that drama and poetry were slowly fading, and novel was supposed to be a combination of some features of them. The novel had some features of drama and poetry, and slowly drama and poetry were taking a backdrop. It also comprehensively included the social, political, cultural happening of that particular period. Okay, so this is also one of the reason why novel as a form was 18th century. Now let us see the famous novelists and some of their work. Okay, the colorful tradition of English novel started with Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan in 1678 and Oronoku by Afra Ben in 1688. So this was the beginning of the tradition of the famous novels of that particular period. This was slowly followed by Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe and Mal Flanders' Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travel. The famous satire, John Swift's Gulliver's Travel. We have so many parts in Gulliver's Travel. Gulliver in Lilliput, Gulliver in Brobdingham, and so many others. The other major novelists of that period are Samuel Richardson, Henry Fielding, Lawrence Sterne, and Tobias Smollett. See, we have a picture over there, the Robinson Crusoe and Gulliver's Travel. So, slowly we have so many novelists of par excellence setting a footage in that period. Yes, we have Charles Dickens, the Pickwick Papers. Yes, then we have Walter Scott. We have H.G. Wells, basically scientific fictions. Then we have Nathaniel Hawthorne. Then Horace Walpole. And who can forget Thomas Hardy? No one. Absolutely beautiful works of Thomas Hardy. Every literary student, every literature person will surely relate themselves to these novelists whom they have read and they have grown up with. Apart from these, there are other women novelists of that particular period, that particular century. Okay, and all these women novelists were also novelists of par excellence. The novel of Manners, Evelina by Frances Burney. The Gothic novels by Anne Radcliffe. Novel based on science, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. All these women novelists also excelled, and they kept pace along with the men novelists of that period. Okay, now we have some more women novelists over here. The Bronte sisters, Emily and Charlotte. Remember the Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre. Beautiful novels, wonderful experiences reading all this novelist. Mary Ann Evans, alias George Eliot, Those are novels based on psychological insight. The Mill on the Floors, a beautiful novel this particular one is. Another technique that saw its birth in the 18th century. Okay, the novel was there, but an other form of writing of novel came into existence in 18th century, and that is the stream of consciousness techniques which is used in novel. And this was basically started by James William. This term is coined from the psychological terminology. Okay, and James William is supposed to be the father of stream of consciousness type of novel. Now there were some exponents who practiced this particular form, the style of stream of consciousness writing, and they are James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, Marcel Proust. These were the notable exponents of stream of consciousness type. Now who can forget Agatha Christie? Absolutely, she created thriller based on crime. I think every college going student in those days was a fan of Agatha Christie, reading the thriller based detective stories written by Agatha Christie. Absolutely nail biting finishes in those novels. Apart from all these, we have other famous novelists who excelled in that period. Harper Lee, Margaret Atwood, Toni Morrison, Alice Walker. They have elevated the tradition further to prosperity. Absolutely, I think every literary student, basically loved reading novel, and novel had become a part and parcel of a literature student. Not only literature students, I think many of them love reading novels. And today also when I get into a train, I see many reading novels and passing their time in the train. That's a wonderful experiences which they gain. Many love reading novels. Now from the English tradition, we come to the Indian scenario. India too did not lag behind in producing marvelous and wonderful writers. The Indian background set stage for many writers who became very, very famous. Basically, the Indian scenario started with the novels based on nationalistic virtue and social issue as the main framework, because at that particular time India was struggling for freedom. That was the backdrop, and hence many novelists had a tinge of that freedom movement reflecting in their novels. We had Mulak Raj Anand's Untouchable, R.K. Narayan's Malgudi Days, Raja Rao's Kantapura, and Bankim Chandra Chatterjee's Rajmohan's Wife. And this was the first novel in English written by an Indian. Rajmohan's Wife, written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, was the first novel written in English by an Indian. Then we had many other famous novelists who excelled and made India proud of their writing. They changed the current Indian English novel through their work. Slowly, the concept, the history, the concept of freedom struggle gave ways, and new ideas started coming into existence because the period started changing. We have Anita Desai's The Fire in the Mountain, Nayantara Sehgal, Manohar Malgaonkar, and Arun Joshi. They really changed the Indian scenario with their work. Then in the modern period, we have Amitav Ghosh, then we have Vikram Seth and Upamanyu Chatterjee. They again heightened, these are all modern writers who heightened the Indian novels in English to a great extent. Now, these are some of the Booker's Prize winners of Indian origin: Arundhati Roy, Arvind Adiga, Salman Rushdie, Kiran Desai, and Kiran Nagarkar. Absolutely wonderful novels and beautiful novels which has made India stand in comparison to the British, in comparison to the novelist from the West. The English novels have undergone a drastic change since its evolution. How it started, and slowly with the change in the era, the theme, the style, everything started changing. And undoubtedly, it has a very bright and budding future. I hope all of you enjoyed this session. Yes, in the next session, we will be back with elements of novel. This is just, we saw what is a novel and why are we studying this genre. But the novel has also got various elements in it which we will be doing in our next video. I hope you liked it, and if you have, do click and subscribe our channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you.